Ali Baba and the Enchanted Treasures, a tale of courage and cunning. In a time long ago, in a land of mystery and enchantment, there existed a city that sparkled like a jewel in the desert. This city, known as Baghdad, was a bustling hub of culture, trade, and human connection. Its narrow winding streets were lined with colorful market stalls, where merchants from far and wide gathered to sell their wares, silks, spices, jewels, and tales spun as intricately as the carpets that adorned the floors. At the heart of this vibrant city lived a young man named Ali. He had journeyed to Baghdad from a distant village, seeking a life better than the one he had known. With determination in his heart and hope in his eyes, he found a modest abode and secured a humble job as a woodcutter, his strong arms swinging the axe as he carved paths through the dense thicket of trees on the outskirts of Baghdad. Each day, as the sun painted the sky with shades of gold and orange, Ali would make his way to the forest, the rhythm of his labor harmonizing with the songs of the birds. He found solace in the simplicity of his work, the crisp scent of freshly cut wood, and the feel of the earth beneath his feet. One fateful day, as the trees whispered secrets to the wind, Ali overheard a conversation that would forever alter the course of his life. A group of travelers passing through the forest spoke of a hidden treasure, concealed within a cave deep in the heart of the mountains. Ali's ears perked up as he heard the magical words that would unlock the cave's entrance, "Open Sesame." The notion of riches beyond imagination danced in his thoughts, igniting a flame of curiosity and adventure within him. Unable to resist the allure of the unknown, Ali decided to embark on a journey of discovery. With the secret password etched in his mind, he gathered his courage and ventured towards the mountains, guided only by the words he had overheard. What he found there was beyond his wildest dreams, a cave adorned with glittering jewels, golden artifacts, and piles of treasures that gleamed like the stars. However, as Ali marveled at the riches before him, a shiver ran down his spine. He realized that he was not alone in this magical chamber. There, concealed in the shadows, were men, 40 in number, their eyes glinting with a mixture of greed and cunning. Ali's heart raced as he realized that these were the notorious thieves of Baghdad, the infamous 40 Thieves. From that moment on, Ali's life was intertwined with the secrets of the cave and the thieves who sought to control its wealth. The chapters that unfolded were filled with daring exploits, clever strategies, unexpected alliances, and lessons of bravery and wisdom. Ali's journey would not only reshape his own destiny but also the fate of Baghdad itself. As we delve deeper into the tale of Ali and the 40 Thieves, we find ourselves drawn into a world where ordinary men and women rise to the challenges presented by extraordinary circumstances. This is a story of courage, friendship, and the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. So, let us journey together through the pages of history and imagination, as we uncover the mysteries of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves of Baghdad.
Chapter 1: A city called Baghdad. In a distant realm of the ancient world, where sand dunes stretched endlessly and tales of magic were whispered in the wind, there existed a city unlike any other. This city, nestled along the banks of the mighty Tigris River, was known as Baghdad. With its towering minarets, grand palaces, and bustling bazaars, Baghdad was a place where dreams seemed to take flight and reality intertwined seamlessly with the realm of the fantastical. The city's origins were shrouded in the mists of time, its history woven with threads of myth and fact. Legend had it that Baghdad was founded by the great Caliph Al-Mansur in the 8th century. Under his guidance, it flourished into a center of learning, trade, and culture that attracted scholars, poets, merchants, and wanderers from all corners of the world. As the sun cast its golden glow upon the city's vibrant streets, a symphony of life echoed through the air. Colorful carpets adorned the market squares, their intricate patterns mirroring the complexity of the city itself. Vendors shouted their wares, the sweet aroma of spices mingled with the scent of freshly baked bread, and the laughter of children rang out as they played among the fountains. It was in this tapestry of sights, sounds, and scents that our protagonist, Ali, found himself. A young man with a heart full of dreams and a determination to escape the limitations of his village life, Ali had embarked on a journey that would lead him to the heart of Baghdad. With a glint of hope in his eyes, he stepped through the city gates, his heart racing with anticipation of the adventures that lay ahead. Ali was captivated by the diversity that surrounded him. People from different cultures and backgrounds mingled freely, their stories interweaving like the threads of a richly embroidered fabric. He marveled at the ornate architecture that adorned the city, the intricate mosaics that adorned its walls, and the bustling energy that pulsed through its veins. Yet, as Ali wandered through the labyrinthine streets, he could not ignore the undercurrents of life beneath the surface. Whispers of hidden treasures, age-old mysteries, and tales of the supernatural drifted through the air like the fragrance of blooming flowers. Every corner seemed to hold secrets waiting to be uncovered, and Ali's curiosity was piqued. Little did he know that his arrival in Baghdad would mark the beginning of a remarkable journey that would take him beyond the city's glittering facade and into a world where courage and cunning would be put to the ultimate test. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the city in hues of orange and violet, Ali found himself standing at the threshold of a destiny that would forever be intertwined with the enigmatic city of Baghdad.
Chapter 2: Ali's Discovery. The days in Baghdad unfurled like the pages of a storybook, each one holding the promise of something new and extraordinary. As Ali settled into his life as a woodcutter, his hands grew accustomed to the weight of the axe, and his thoughts often wandered to the tales he had heard of hidden treasures and mystical secrets. One sunlit morning, as Ali's axe bit into the heart of an ancient tree, the air around him seemed to carry a mysterious whisper. He paused, wiping the sweat from his brow, and strained to hear the distant voices that had caught his attention. Through the rustling leaves and the songs of birds, he heard a phrase that seemed to shimmer with magic: "Open Sesame." The words seemed to dance on the breeze, and Ali's heart raced as he realized that he had stumbled upon a secret, a key to a realm beyond the ordinary. He knew not where these words led, but the pull of curiosity was irresistible. With the phrase etched in his memory like a hidden map, he bid the forest farewell and began his journey toward the heart of the city. Ali's steps took him through the bustling marketplaces, where he saw merchants haggling over shimmering silks, fragrant spices, and gleaming jewels. The sights and sounds of Baghdad filled his senses, but his mind remained fixed on the mystery he was determined to unravel. He inquired discreetly among the city folk, piecing together fragments of information that pointed toward the secret behind the magical phrase. As he gathered clues, Ali's path led him deeper into the labyrinthine alleys, where shadows seemed to hold secrets of their own. Finally, one evening, he found himself standing before an ornate door,
its ancient wood carved with intricate patterns that seemed to hint at hidden knowledge. Taking a deep breath, he whispered the enchanted words, "Open Sesame." To his astonishment, the door creaked open, revealing a passage that led him into a hidden realm. His heart pounded with a mixture of excitement and trepidation as he ventured forth, guided by the words that had taken root in his mind. The passage led him through winding tunnels and dimly lit chambers, until he emerged into a cavern of wonders beyond his wildest imagination. Glistening jewels sparkled like stars against the darkness, golden artifacts whispered tales of ancient civilizations, and piles of treasures stood as a testament to the power of the secret Ali had uncovered. As he stood amidst the treasures, a realization dawned upon him. He had entered the domain of the infamous thieves, the 40 thieves, who used the very same magical words to access this trove of riches. Ali's heart raced as he contemplated his discovery, realizing the danger that lay in the path he had chosen. Yet, the allure of the treasures and the mysteries of the thieves' world beckoned him further. With a mixture of courage and caution, he decided to navigate this perilous landscape, determined to uncover the truth behind the open sesame and to shape his own destiny amidst the shadows and secrets of Baghdad.
Chapter 3: The Cave of Wonders. As Ali stood in the cavern, surrounded by the glimmering treasures that seemed to pulse with a magical energy, he couldn't help but be overwhelmed by the enormity of his discovery. The realization that he had stumbled upon the hidden lair of the notorious 40 thieves left a mixture of awe and apprehension in his heart. The cave itself was a marvel to behold. Stalactites hung from the ceiling like chandeliers of crystal, casting shimmering reflections upon the gems that adorned the floor. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings that depicted scenes of adventure, mystery, and power. Ali felt as though he had stepped into a realm of legends, where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred in a dance of light and shadow. As his eyes adjusted to the otherworldly glow, Ali's gaze fell upon a massive stone door at the far end of the cavern. Carved with symbols and inscriptions, it bore an air of significance that left no doubt that it held the key to greater mysteries. A fire of curiosity burned within Ali, urging him to unlock the secrets that lay behind the door and uncover the truth that had remained hidden for so long. Guided by his newfound determination, Ali examined the carvings and inscriptions, attempting to decipher their meaning. Hours turned into days as he pieced together the clues that had brought him this far. He learned that the 40 thieves were not just common criminals, but a well-organized group with a history shrouded in myth and secrecy. Legends spoke of their roots reaching back to a time when Baghdad was ruled by shadows and the boundaries between good and evil were blurred. In the midst of his investigation, Ali stumbled upon a riddle hidden within the inscriptions, a puzzle that seemed to hold the key to unlocking the door and revealing the heart of the thieves' secrets. The riddle spoke of virtue, of qualities that transcended greed and power. It was a challenge set forth by those who had hidden the treasures, a test of character that separated the worthy from the unworthy. With his mind ablaze, Ali contemplated the riddle, each word and phrase a puzzle piece in the grand tapestry of knowledge he was assembling. He knew that the treasures he had discovered were not meant for those who sought riches for their own sake, but for those who understood the deeper truths that lay beyond material wealth. As the days turned into weeks, Ali's determination grew stronger. He vowed to uncover the truth behind the 40 thieves and their enigmatic treasures, not just for his own sake but for the sake of Baghdad and its people. He stood before the stone door, the riddle echoing in his mind, ready to face the challenges that awaited him on the other side and to unearth the mysteries that would forever change his destiny and the destiny of the city he now called home.
Chapter 4: Greedy Thieves. Within the heart of Baghdad, a city of bustling markets and shimmering minarets, there existed a shadowy underworld that cast its own dark spell. This was the realm of the infamous 40 Thieves, a band of cunning and ruthless individuals who operated from the shadows, sowing fear and chaos in their wake. Led by a man named Qasim, a figure whose reputation was as notorious as it was feared, the thieves had amassed wealth beyond imagination. Their ill-gotten riches were the spoils of countless heists and robberies, plundered from the innocent and unsuspecting. The name of Qasim echoed like a whispered curse throughout the city, and his influence extended even to the highest echelons of power. Qasim himself was a figure of contradictions. A man of intelligence and charisma, he had managed to build a loyal following among those who were drawn to his promise of wealth and power. Yet, beneath his veneer of charm, there lay a heart consumed by greed, a hunger for riches that knew no bounds. He had gathered the 40 thieves around him, a motley crew of individuals who shared his insatiable desire for treasure and his disregard for the well-being of others. The thieves operated in the shadows, their identities hidden behind masks of anonymity. They struck swiftly and disappeared just as quickly, leaving behind a wake of confusion and fear. The city's residents lived in a constant state of unease, never knowing when the thieves' next target would be, and whether their homes or businesses would be invaded in the dead of night. Qasim's desire for control over the hidden treasures within the cave knew no bounds. He viewed the stolen riches as his birthright, a reward for his cunning and audacity. His jealousy burned when he learned that Ali, a newcomer to the city, had discovered the secret to accessing the cave's treasures. In his mind, only he deserved to possess such wealth, and he devised a plan to confront Ali and seize his newfound knowledge. The very essence of the 40 Thieves was a reflection of Qasim's character, a darkness that had consumed their hearts and souls, leaving them slaves to their insatiable greed. As the city of Baghdad went about its daily life, unaware of the lurking danger, the thieves prepared to enact their next scheme, driven by their leader's unquenchable lust for power and riches. Yet, amidst the shadows and treacherous intentions, a light of hope flickered in the form of Ali, the woodcutter who had stumbled upon their secrets. With determination and courage, Ali aimed to confront the thieves and their leader, not just to protect his newfound knowledge, but to challenge their worldview and prove that there was more to life than the pursuit of material wealth. As the stage was set for a clash of ideals, the fate of Baghdad hung in the balance, its destiny intertwined with the choices of those who dared to challenge the reign of the 40 Thieves.
Chapter 5: Ali's Courage. Amidst the bustling streets of Baghdad, where merchants hawked their wares and laughter echoed through the air, Ali found himself at a crossroads. His discovery of the cave's hidden treasures had thrust him into a world of mystery and danger, where the notorious 40 Thieves held sway. But Ali was not one to be easily intimidated. A flame of courage burned within him, compelling him to confront the darkness that threatened to consume the city. As the days passed, Ali pondered his next move. He knew that the knowledge he possessed could change the course of the thieves' reign, but it also put him in grave danger. The treacherous paths he had traversed were etched in his memory, guiding him back to the cave's entrance. His heart raced as he whispered the magical phrase, "Open Sesame," and watched as the stone door slowly parted, revealing the cavern of treasures. Ali had a plan. He carefully selected a handful of jewels and precious artifacts from the glittering hoard, intending to use them as proof of his discovery. With the precious cargo tucked away, he ventured back into the city, his heart heavy with the weight of the challenge that lay ahead. Word of Ali's discovery spread like wildfire through the city's grapevine. The tales of the treasures hidden within the cave ignited curiosity and awe among the residents of Baghdad. Yet, there was also a sense of fear, for the reputation of the 40 thieves cast a long shadow over their excitement. Determined to expose the thieves' actions and rid the city of their menace, Ali approached a group of local authorities and shared his story. He revealed the secret phrase that granted access to the cave, the stolen treasures he had collected, and his conviction that justice must prevail. The city's leaders listened attentively, their expressions a mixture of skepticism and hope. Ali's unwavering courage and determination began to inspire others. His audacity in challenging the thieves' grip on the city struck a chord with those who had long lived in fear. The tales of his bravery spread like a ripple, prompting whispers of resistance and a renewed belief in the possibility of a safer, brighter future for Baghdad. As the shadows grew long and the sun dipped beneath the horizon, Ali's plan began to take shape. He would wait until the thieves ventured out from their hidden lair to carry out their nefarious deeds, leaving the cave momentarily unprotected. It was a dangerous gambit, for the thieves were cunning and ruthless, but Ali's determination burned brighter than ever. With his heart pounding and the stolen treasures clutched tightly in his hands, Ali embarked on a journey that would test his courage to its limits. The streets of Baghdad were no longer just pathways, they were the battleground for a clash of ideals and a fight for the city's soul. Ali's steps were resolute, his spirit unyielding, as he ventured deeper into the heart of darkness to confront the thieves and stake his claim in the struggle that would define his legacy.
Chapter 6: Qasim's Mistake. Within the heart of the hidden cave, the thieves congregated. Qasim, their leader, was a man whose ambition knew no bounds. His lust for power and wealth had driven him to assemble a formidable band of criminals, the 40 Thieves, who operated with a precision that struck fear into the hearts of the innocent. Yet, even within the darkest depths of the cave, shadows of mistrust and greed lurked among them. Qasim's greed had reached a new height since learning of Ali's discovery. The thought of the treasures within the cave tantalized him, igniting a fire of jealousy that threatened to consume him entirely. Unable to bear the idea that another might lay claim to the riches he believed were rightfully his, he devised a plan to confront Ali and seize his newfound knowledge. One moonlit night, as the city slumbered and the thieves plotted their next move, Qasim gathered his comrades. He spoke with an air of authority, his words dripping with venomous determination. He revealed the information he had gathered about Ali and his discovery, and his eyes gleamed with a sinister resolve. The 40 Thieves listened intently, their loyalty to Qasim's leadership outweighing any doubts they might have harbored. With his plan in place, Qasim led his gang toward the city, driven by a mixture of jealousy and a desire for control. They approached Ali's humble dwelling, their shadows blending with the night as they prepared to confront the young man who had dared to stumble upon their secrets. The encounter was tense, fraught with a charged silence that crackled like electricity. Qasim's voice cut through the stillness, a blend of arrogance and menace as he demanded that Ali hand over the treasures and reveal the secrets he had learned. Ali, undeterred by the darkness that surrounded him, stood his ground. He spoke with conviction, explaining that the treasures were not meant for those who sought only personal gain, but for those who understood the greater truths that lay beyond material wealth. Qasim's anger flared, his jealousy and greed blinding him to Ali's words. He was consumed by the belief that he alone deserved the treasures, that his cunning and audacity made him the rightful owner. His attempts to intimidate Ali were met with unwavering resolve, and the confrontation escalated as tensions reached a boiling point. In a fateful moment of hubris, Qasim made a critical mistake. Driven by his overwhelming desire to possess the hidden treasures, he demanded that Ali reveal the secret to accessing the cave. But in his arrogance, Qasim had forgotten the magical phrase, "Open Sesame." As he stood before the entrance, his impatience getting the better of him, he fumbled for the words that would unlock the cave's entrance. The consequences of Qasim's mistake were swift and unforgiving. The stone door remained resolutely shut, sealing him within the cave's depths. Panic and realization spread among the thieves as they watched their leader's fate unfold before them. The darkness that had defined Qasim's character had become his prison, and the 40 thieves were left leaderless and desperate. As dawn's light broke over the city, news of the confrontation and Qasim's fate began to circulate. Whispers of the 40 thieves, in disarray, and their leader's blunder echoed through the streets of Baghdad. The tale of Qasim's downfall served as a powerful reminder that greed and hubris could lead to one's undoing, and that even the most cunning of individuals could be ensnared by their own desires. With Qasim's absence, a new dynamic began to take shape. The 40 thieves were left in a state of disarray, their loyalty to their former leader replaced by uncertainty and fear. Baghdad's residents watched cautiously, hopeful that a new era might be dawning, where the darkness that had long overshadowed the city would begin to wane. Ali, standing at the crossroads of this turning point, contemplated the lessons of the night's events. He understood that the path ahead was uncertain, fraught with challenges and the potential for danger. But he also recognized the opportunity for transformation, the chance to challenge the status quo and rewrite the narrative that had held the city captive for so long. With determination burning within him, Ali set his sights on the journey ahead, ready to embrace the challenges that would test his mettle and shape the destiny of Baghdad itself.
Chapter 7: Morgiana, the Clever Servant. In the midst of the shifting dynamics within Baghdad, another figure emerged from the shadows, a woman whose wit and cunning would play a pivotal role in the unfolding story. Her name was Morgiana, a young servant girl who belonged to none other than Qasim, the former leader of the 40 Thieves. Yet, Morgiana was far from an ordinary servant. Her intelligence and resourcefulness set her apart from the rest. Morgiana had served Qasim for years, observing his dealings with the thieves and becoming privy to their secrets. She had witnessed his arrogance and greed, and had felt the weight of his dominance over her life. But beneath her outward compliance, Morgiana harbored a spirit that burned with a desire for justice and freedom. The night of Qasim's ill-fated confrontation with Ali had not gone unnoticed by Morgiana. As the events unfolded, her keen instincts sensed a shift in the winds of fate. When news of Qasim's downfall reached her ears, her mind began to churn with possibilities. She knew that the thieves would be in disarray, and that their power vacuum presented an opportunity for change. With Qasim's absence, the 40 thieves were left without a leader, their cohesion fraying and their loyalty splintering. Morgiana seized the moment, recognizing that the city's safety hinged on their defeat. But she understood that confronting the thieves head-on would be a perilous task, one that required not only courage, but also cunning and strategic thinking. Morgiana devised a plan that would exploit the thieves' weaknesses and pit them against each other. She played on their distrust and rivalry, sowing seeds of doubt and confusion. With every well-timed whisper, she manipulated their loyalties and instilled fear of betrayal among their ranks. But Morgiana's plan was not just about manipulation, it was also about empowerment. She sought to free herself from the shackles of servitude and take control of her own destiny. Her intelligence and resourcefulness became her weapons, and her determination was the fuel that propelled her forward. One moonlit night, as the city slumbered and the thieves nursed their suspicions, Morgiana set her plan into motion. She posed as a mere servant, moving among the thieves' hideouts and gathering information. She relayed false messages, planted seeds of discord, and exploited their vulnerabilities. As tensions among the thieves grew, Morgiana remained one step ahead, manipulating their actions to her advantage. The turning point came when the thieves' suspicions turned inward, accusing each other of betrayal and treachery. The fragile alliance that had bound them together shattered, and chaos descended upon their ranks. Morgiana watched as their unity crumbled, knowing that she had played a pivotal role in their downfall. As the 40 thieves imploded, Morgiana's influence continued to shape their destiny. She used her knowledge to orchestrate a series of events that would lead to their capture. With calculated precision, she guided the city's authorities to the thieves' hideouts, ensuring that their reign of terror would be brought to an end. Morgiana's actions did not go unnoticed by those around her. As the city celebrated the demise of the 40 thieves, her role as a key figure in their downfall became a subject of admiration and intrigue. Her cleverness and resourcefulness had helped restore a sense of safety to Baghdad, and her journey from oppressed servant to empowered heroine inspired others to question their own roles within the city's narrative. Amidst the cheers and celebrations, Morgiana's eyes sparkled with a newfound sense of purpose. She had defied the constraints of her circumstances, harnessed her intelligence and courage, and had played a significant role in shaping the course of history. With the dawn of a new day, Baghdad stood on the cusp of transformation, ready to embrace the changes that Morgiana's actions had set into motion.
Chapter 8: Ali's Strategy. As the city of Baghdad breathed a sigh of relief following the downfall of the 40 thieves, Ali found himself at the center of a new phase in the ongoing saga. The events that had unfolded had proven the power of his courage and determination, but he knew that the path ahead was not without challenges. With the city's residents still on edge and the echoes of the thieves' reign fresh in their minds, Ali understood that lasting change required more than just their defeat. It necessitated a shift in perception and a new approach to ensuring the safety of Baghdad. With Morgiana's strategic manipulation, the 40 thieves had been scattered and defeated, their unity shattered by mistrust and betrayal. Yet, in the wake of their defeat, a vacuum of power lingered, and Ali recognized the need for a plan that would ensure the city's security and healing. Drawing inspiration from his encounters with both the treasures and the thieves, Ali devised a strategy that would not only restore a sense of order to Baghdad but also foster unity and cooperation among its people. He knew that the treasures hidden within the cave held the potential to benefit the city in more ways than one, serving as a resource that could be harnessed for the greater good. Ali approached the city's leaders and proposed a plan that would use the hidden treasures to establish a fund for the betterment of the community. The funds could be used to rebuild and beautify the city, support education and healthcare, and provide for those in need. Ali's vision was to transform the treasures that had once been symbols of greed into catalysts for positive change. Yet, Ali's plan was not without challenges. He faced skepticism from those who feared that the allure of the treasures would tempt others down the same path of greed that the 40 thieves had followed. He also encountered resistance from those who doubted the feasibility of his idea. But Ali's courage remained unshaken, and he used his influence and reputation as a hero to rally support for his vision. Morgiana, too, played a crucial role in the execution of Ali's strategy. Her strategic thinking and intimate knowledge of the city's dynamics allowed her to navigate the intricacies of alliances and allegiances. She used her influence to sway public opinion and create a sense of unity around Ali's proposal, leveraging the lessons she had learned from manipulating the thieves to now manipulate the minds of the people for a noble cause. With the combined efforts of Ali, Morgiana, and the city's leaders, the plan began to take shape. The hidden treasures were gradually revealed, and the funds generated were invested in projects that uplifted the community. The city's streets were revitalized, educational institutions flourished, and healthcare services were expanded. The once dark cloud of fear began to dissipate, replaced by a newfound sense of hope and cooperation. As the transformation of Baghdad unfolded, Ali's strategic thinking and Morgiana's manipulation of events showcased the power of their collaboration. Their actions demonstrated that courage and cunning could be harnessed not only for personal gain but for the betterment of society as a whole. The city's residents, inspired by their example, began to view the hidden treasures not as symbols of greed, but as tokens of a brighter future. With every step taken toward unity and prosperity, Ali and Morgiana continued to reshape the narrative of Baghdad. The lessons learned from their encounters with the 40 thieves had forged a bond between them, one that transcended the challenges they had faced. As the city flourished under their guidance, the chapters of their story intertwined, weaving a tapestry of courage, strategy, and transformation that would forever be etched into the annals of Baghdad's history.
Chapter 9: Justice Prevails. The winds of change swept through the city of Baghdad, transforming it from a place of fear and uncertainty into a beacon of hope and collaboration. The shadows of the 40 thieves had been dispelled, replaced by the glow of unity and the promise of a brighter future. The efforts of Ali, Morgiana, and the city's leaders had ignited a spark that had ignited the hearts of the people and reshaped the destiny of Baghdad. As the city flourished under the positive influence of the hidden treasures, the 40 thieves remained a distant memory, their legacy one of cautionary tales and lessons learned. The once feared streets of Baghdad were now safe and vibrant, bustling with activity and life. The echoes of merchants' calls, children's laughter, and the sound of artisans plying their trades filled the air, painting a picture of a city reborn. The successes achieved through Ali's strategic planning and Morgiana's manipulation of events were evident in every corner of the city. Educational institutions flourished, providing the young minds of Baghdad with the tools they needed to shape their own destinies. Healthcare services extended a helping hand to those in need, ensuring that the welfare of the community remained a priority. But it was not just the material improvements that marked the transformation of Baghdad. The lessons learned from the challenges faced by Ali, Morgiana, and the city were etched into the collective consciousness. The city's residents had witnessed the consequences of greed, the power of unity, and the potential for positive change. These lessons served as a foundation upon which a culture of collaboration and compassion flourished. One of the defining moments came when the city's leaders organized a grand celebration to honor the heroes who had brought about such positive change. Ali and Morgiana stood side by side, their presence a testament to the values they had upheld and the struggles they had overcome. The people of Baghdad cheered, acknowledging their bravery and dedication to the greater good. As the celebrations continued, the city's residents shared stories of their own journeys, inspired by the example set by Ali and Morgiana. The tales of courage and cunning had become woven into the fabric of Baghdad's history, serving as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, justice could prevail and individuals had the power to shape their own destinies. The once hidden treasures, which had once symbolized greed and darkness, now stood as symbols of transformation and hope. The legacy of the 40 thieves had been replaced by a new legacy, one of progress and unity. The city of Baghdad had undergone a metamorphosis, its streets bathed in the light of justice, courage, and the unwavering belief that individuals, working together, could create a world where justice and compassion prevailed. With every sunrise that painted the sky with shades of gold and rose, the people of Baghdad were reminded of the journey they had undertaken, a journey from darkness to light, from fear to courage, and from discord to unity. And at the heart of this transformation stood Ali and Morgiana, their legacies forever intertwined with the tale of how justice had ultimately prevailed in the city of Baghdad.
Chapter 10 Happy Ending. As the city of Baghdad basked in the glow of its newfound prosperity and unity, the journey of Ali, Morgiana, and its residents culminated in a chapter that celebrated the triumph of hope over despair and the power of collaboration over adversity. With each passing day, the positive changes brought about by the use of the hidden treasures became more evident. The streets of Baghdad were adorned with vibrant colors, the markets bustled with activity, and the laughter of children echoed through its squares. The city's residents felt a renewed sense of pride in their home, knowing that they had played a role in shaping its destiny. Ali's journey had come full circle, from the moment he arrived in Baghdad as a dreamer to the hero he had become. His courage and determination had not only defeated the 40 thieves, but had inspired a city to embrace a new way of living. He had proven that the power of an individual's actions could change the course of history and lead to a happier, more harmonious world. Morgiana, too, had found her place in the city's transformation. From a clever servant girl trapped in the shadow of her circumstances, she had risen to become a symbol of resourcefulness and empowerment. Her strategic thinking had not only dismantled the thieves' reign of terror but had paved the way for a future where unity and cooperation prevailed. The relationship between Ali and Morgiana had grown stronger over time. Their shared experiences had forged a deep bond that transcended the challenges they had faced. As they stood together, gazing out over the city they had helped rebuild, a sense of fulfillment washed over them. Their individual journeys had converged into a story of collaboration and courage, one that had left an indelible mark on the tapestry of Baghdad's history. The city's residents continued to carry the lessons learned from their collective journey forward. The values of justice, compassion, and collaboration became the guiding principles that shaped their interactions and decisions. The echoes of the past served as a reminder that the pursuit of personal gain and power could lead to darkness, while unity and cooperation were the keys to a brighter future. As the years went by, the city of Baghdad prospered, not only in material wealth but also in the richness of its culture and the strength of its community. The legacy of Ali, Morgiana, and their triumph over adversity lived on, inspiring generations to come to be brave, wise, and compassionate. In the end, the tale of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves was not just a story of magical phrases and hidden treasures. It was a story of transformation, of how a city had transcended its challenges and emerged stronger, united, and better than before. And so, the city's happy ending was not just a conclusion to a story but a new beginning. A testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome darkness and create a world filled with hope, happiness, and unity.